month of the year. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that is educated all year round.
I'm sure lesbian lives matter, as you know. You know?
I know. But I need, yeah. We're not getting the benefits of this Black Lives Matter thing. That's the only thing. I want someone to come up to me and say, yeah, you know what? Black Lives Matter. I'm like, prove it.
Slightly slow. It's slow, Maku. I'm going to say there's a little bit of benefit, but it's very slow, very minute.
Yeah, slow burn.
Well.
No, man,
I think it just raises awareness and probably gets people talking more than what it would.
I think it got people talking more about how much all lives matter.
So he's just joined the stream, I think.
Yeah. Big up. Yo, Rohan.
Yo.
RS. Big up, man.
You good, yeah? Can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
Thank you. I caught a little piece, man. I was talking about a lot of stuff. Man.
Please don't judge us on what you hear, because tomorrow you come and it'll be a really holy stream. Really, I know Elsa was probably like, yeah, man, there's some cool guys, and you know, but like, yeah, we're not.
I won't figure you out.
She never mentioned about the arse eating though. She never mentioned about.
Oh shit!
Comes with it.
Where's
she dive in it?
I told you.
You're not getting my stream a reputation for arse eating.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that's the first thing he said. Why are they talking about arse eating? I was like,
every day.
I was like, they talk about so much more. Don't just.
Nah, you know what it is, yeah? She was like, yeah, come on, this thing. It's about Black Lives Matter. I was like, yeah, cool, man.
Well, no, I didn't say it was about Black Lives Matter. I didn't say that.
Is that what you told me?
That is a perfect example of a twang.
Yeah, you twanged it.
We was having a Zoom meeting, and he read out a piece of poetry, and I said you guys would love it because it's to do with Black Lives Matter. Yeah, but it's also that's what I said. I didn't say that this was about that.
Nah, that's great,
how
man.
You going in like that, bro?
Nah, that's great. So Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Big up. So the first question I want to ask. Big up. Obviously, we know that it's mad times right now. Like the world is going crazy. Do you eat Matty?
You know what? I don't, but I see.
All right, good. Let's move on.
Every day.
No, it's not going to be my intro from now on. You eat Matty. No, it won't. I refuse. That's like that guy from that podcast with the poet guy, and he says,
with poet,
you're a poet. He asked everyone if they're. Now I'm not gonna lie, he's asked some people if they're podcast. I'm not gonna lie, it's cracked me up. You know what? I might ask. All right, cool. So tell us about your poetic journey, how you got to where you are, and where you're looking to go, bro.
So I actually started out with a bit of tragedy, to be honest, man. Like, it's going through a bit of a hard time. I'm a father of 3.
Yeah.
I got small kids. So obviously, like, I'm not with their mum anymore, whatever have you. But there was other stuff that was affecting me internally, and I just picked up a pen and I just started to write. It wasn't poetry I was writing at the time. I was just writing for like a therapeutic release.
Yeah. But had you used writing before in the past, creative writing as some kind of release?
I've always been creative, so I do graphic design, so I create people's logos and posters and flyers and stuff like that.
Great.
I paint as well. I'm a painter, abstract painter, photographer. So I've always been quite a creative person. But in terms of words, I mean, unless you count when you're like 12, 13 in London, you're trying to chirp girl, then like I wasn't really using words in the manner I'm using now. But I got drawn to it. I don't know if it was, you could say it was divine, you could say it was a calling. I got drawn to it and I was writing for therapeutic release. And then one of my first poems, which I'm actually going to drop, was about the N-word, because I'm just sick and tired of people using it in vain with a lack of understanding.
Yo, we missed a big discussion on this a couple of days ago, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, you get me? Like, honestly, it really opened my eyes what he was saying about it.
That was the first, and funny enough, it's the first one I ever performed. But it was a bit mad because I've never been on stage. My friend was like, "You should perform this." I was like, "Cool, whatever." So I went on stage. I performed for Flow Vortex in Streatham. Right. And I didn't know at the time, but Flow Vortex is very, very big in like the poet world.
Right.
So I went on stage, and bearing in mind, I'm fresh, like out the box, fresh.
Yeah.
And the whole room is black apart from this like one white lady in the front, right?
Elsa.
And where the spotlight is, you only sort of see like the front three people. So I'm performing this poem about the N-word, and she's looking at me intently. And I'm just like, boy, I'm not talking about you, you know. I'm just speaking in general, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she actually came up to me afterwards, and she was like, "That was amazing. Like, you said some stuff I didn't even realize." So it was nice that like the poem kind of hit a few people in a different way, because it wasn't meant to. It's not a poem where it's like the angry black guys on stage kind of thing.
Right.
I mean, and then from there, I've just been growing my own journey. And
do you think because you was performing it to your own crowd or a crowd that you was familiar with, do you think they kind of accepted it a bit more? Or maybe if it was another crowd, you would have maybe got another reception. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Do you know what I think it is, right? So when it comes to poetry is quite similar to music in the sense of if you feel it, you feel it. You know, like you could I'm not gonna lie to you. I listen to some country and western tunes, and that hits differently. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm from St. Lucia. I'm from the islands. We play country and western music sometimes.
Yeah, Schiffer knows some country and western music. What was that one about? Schiffer.
She'll be coming around the mountains when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountains when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountains.
The other one something about a road, something about an old road or something. I can't remember.
Country road, take me home.
Wranglers on his booty. Wranglers on my booty. Yeah, that one.
No.
No, that's something different. That's something different.
Oh, it's not.
I'm looking forward to your poem. I'm looking forward to hearing about this poem.
I got a brand new combine.
Don't rush the poem.
There's two panel members in particular I think should be here to listen to the poem as well, because I can think of two panel members of yours, Jedi, that use the N-word very frequently, and it annoys me so much.
Name them out.
The first one is Scripture. Scripture uses it very casually, and the second one is M Stacks. Again, uses it very casually.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Let the backstory.
Like how Schiffer didn't get brought up though.
Go back through, brother. Go back.
Saying Schiffer's more articulate than that.
No, I agree with Scripture though, because like when he's referencing niggers, like to the word nigger to some people means ignoring the facts. Do you know what I'm saying? So ignorant black people, or ignorant white people, or ignorant Chinese people can all
Scripture.
Where you at, Scrippy? For real, where you at?
You need it.
Scripture.
Shani's onto man.
Yeah, bring him in.
Hold on. I told him off the other day.
Hold on. Yo, Scripture. Shani is on here talking mad smack about you, bro. It's crazy. I can't stop her anymore. We've got a new poet on here. He's about to do his poem, and Shani's like, "Yeah, Scripture needs the education." He keeps saying "nigger." She's making. I don't know, bro. Like, it's crazy. Come and see it out.
This guy's terrible.
Tune in at least. Yeah, tune in, bro. She's thrown you right under the bus. I tried to defend you, but I was overwhelmed, man. He's getting in, bro. Mad. All right, big up, bro.
But yeah, man, it's just I've been growing from there, and I'm starting workshops now with the youth, so helping them to boost their mental health, self-esteem, using poetry as a basis. I'm also doing workshops to help poets coming up that kind of like me in the sense of like they started off in the deep end and they're trying to figure it out. So I'm trying to give them that little push, you know, like motivational workshops and things like that. So those are the things that I'm currently doing right now. I'm gonna give myself a little shameless plug. I'm gonna be on Radio Total Exposure UK this Thursday. So going to be talking about sort of like my journey as well as certain things that I've got coming up in the pipelines, like my book and a few directed videos as well. So yeah, I've got a few things coming up, man. And it's only been a year as well. I've only been doing this for a year.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
What does the RS stand for?
So the RS is my government name. It's my government name.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just my initials for my government name.
What's that? Rico Strong. Rico Strong, yeah?
Something like that, yeah.
Rico Suave.
No, not even. But yeah, man, I mean, I could get into I've got a few poems as well. Like I've got one that I haven't really performed before. It's about football, about racism in football. So I might even drop that one as well. But I'm gonna do the N-word piece. I'm gonna do the N-word piece now.
I've got an N-word piece as well, if you want to hear that when you're done.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%.
Yeah, and I can squeeze an N-word piece in when you're done.
That N-word piece better be yamming batty.
Are you not trying to squeeze N-word piece? What's happening? N-word piece.
I come from East London. I'm a poet. And I don't even fucking know it.
You said you were squeezing N-word piece in.
I could get out a couple bars and you sort of done.
All right, cool. But
yeah,
maybe not. But yeah, man, big up.
Trill was saying that he's got an N-word piece. And I was hoping it wasn't Nyam Batty.
No, it's just an
all right. So now it's definitely you now, Shani, that's obsessing about this behavior. It's definitely you.
I know. I'm just in a bad mood.
No, man.
All right, okay, I'll come back with better behavior.
Well, you tried to get me and got yourself.
Yeah. Why did you turn your camera back on, man? There you go. Lovely. Right.
Come on, man. That's my uncle, man. Leave my uncle alone.
I know. You even got the same eye. You even got the same eye. Look. Stop. Look his eye.
Stop it. That's mad.
I'm out. Fuck. He was a Mamadian too. Original Mamadian, blood.
All right, sorry. Right. You let me behave yourselves. Right, let's go.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. These are silly. Right.
I love it, man. That's fun. All right, so this piece. So I got to give a trigger warning anyway, because obviously it's like 3 o'clock, innit? So this piece uses a lot of the N-word, basically. So if you're offended, then you kind of need to look at yourself if you're offended. I can't lie, still. So this piece is called No More Niggas, Just Brothers and Sisters. Nigga, please. You see, a nigga ain't a nigga how a nigga used to be, so nigga, please. You see, we say the word nigga more than the British drink tea, and since my heritage lies in the fields of plantation and stock, where we were forced to take and lyle our sweetness, I guess those 2 sugars you have in your drink has turned it into a nigga tea. Nigga this and nigga that, and nigga is black, but nigga is bad, and bad is cool. What black people do is cool, so track back the linear equation to equate now my blackness with niggas. Love the word nigga, but hate the form that it comes in. Proud and fashionable to say it amongst friends until a black man walks past. Racist will say it behind his back. Ignorance will ask for the nigga pass. Yo, my nigga. That's my nigga. Where's my nigga? Seen as a term of endearment to addressing another's blackness, these phrases were used by the Wall Street wolves to address the blackness they own, whether it was bought on a wooden block or raised in the term homegrown. So the nigga you called out for was called out for. So that's my nigga is a statement of oppression you have subconsciously contracted yourself to. You've signed a blood contract that comes with my nigga being the only terms and conditions. And it's your signage to the death of your lineage that has tightened the shackles on the nigga. You see, Chris Rock loves black people. He hates niggas. But do the 2 differ? Is it a social construct that has split our skin into 2 different meanings locked within? They even split the literature behind it and gave us 2 different spellings. So nigga with an ER, whoo, that's so racist. But nigga with an A, that's okay. However, if you say that out loud, nigga, don't that shit just sound the same? Clinging on to that mental slave ship of the word nigga to keep you enslaved, nigga, so you can be somebody else's nigga and be blinded in your happiness because you think you're the nigga. When blackface re-emerging is not just a pantomime but a fashion statement. Blacking up nigga with racial features, that's only acceptable once the white media has them. Big monkey lips they say we used to have, until Angelina Jolie started kissing on screen. So blackface became duckface. It took Kylie Jenner to challenge the whole world. It's so cool to say nigga till it's time to be a nigga. Have you ever been in a car with police behind you, nigga, feeling like you're the wrong type of nigga, thinking that they're gonna stop you, so you call your loved ones to tell them you might not make it home because you think the police are gonna stop a nigga? When are you gonna learn? I am the nigga. Yeah, I'm not a nigga. I'm not that 12 years a slave nigga, stain the lynching tree with blood nigga, rape my people for pleasure nigga, physically and mentally enslave a nigga, can't speak the language of my tongue nigga, get forced to speak colonial language nigga, my heritage is only cool once it's white nigga, entrust a system that's systematically against a nigga. Do you even know how you got to be a nigga? Thought you rode the boat to the promised land of niggas. They suffocated your name and Uncle Tom the nigga. Use a word like nigga to denounce your humanity nigga, but you see nigga comes from Nigeria. And Nigeria got colonized to Nigeria. The meaning of Nigeria means black land, the same land that gave birth to the black man. So with that being said, this black man must be a nigga. Now you know, nigga. I am not a nigga. I am not your nigga. I am the nigga. I am the one that has taken my heritage and absorbed it inside of those letters, nigga. I have taken the ER and the A and replaced it with the lost sounds of African, nigga. I'm not what used to be a nigga. I am the new nigga. And if you don't understand, then don't present me as a nigga. Because that chopping block nigga you thought nigga has Super Saiyan excelled past the point of the word nigga. So before you try to denounce my humanity, nigga, I'm going to take back the word and give it back to the blacks that you called nigga. Change, refrain, and restrain what you perceive as a nigga, because I come from original stock. So do you still see me as a nigga? There you go. That's me. The echo's mad.
That was hard.
That was fire.
You got the echo though. You not fix up.
Yeah, that's kind of mad still.
Who was that?
Yo, that was sick. All right, sorry, I'm gonna mute people until I find out who it is. Yo.
It's you.
Yo.
Bro, it's you.
Hello?
Bad thing.
Shouting into South Girl's pussy. Hello? Is South there?
What?
Ask them, Queen.
So we're sending the cop then.
Ask them. No, I'm joking.
You sound like you're part of a sound system right now.
Isn't it?
Right, can I bust my nigga verse then?
Not yet. I want to talk, but why is he doing this?
You put the echo on, didn't you? It's an effect. No?
Yeah, it's like
now you muted.
We good now. I found it. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, that was cold. So are you saying that wasn't your first poem, though, was it?
That was my first poem that I performed.
That was amazing. That was sick. I'd like to have it written down and I'd hang that somewhere. That's a good one, man. I saw your brother next to you, Nawapin Sniper, twitching when you said Nigeria. He was like, he was gonna say something, you know. He was like,
Nah, it's so love, man. It's so love to them.
Nah, good, man. I liked it, man. It's facts, isn't it? Like, yo.
Well, this is what it is. It's facts, and like what kind of upsets me is that on both sides is that we're so in tuned with the word nigger being a racial term because of how monopolized and how commercialized it is. But like, if we track back to pre-colonial Africa, you'll see that the word nigger is actually a colonial term because they couldn't pronounce Nigeria because they didn't know how to roll their R's back then. Do you know what I mean? And Nigeria just means black land. So technically, if you wanted to be technical to history, I am a nigger, really. But I'm not what you perceive as a nigger. Do you understand? Because I'm coming from pre-colonial Africa. You're talking about 400 years ago. So, you know, I wrote that to educate and to bring a sense of realism into what that word actually means, because, you know, people say it with so much fashion and, you know, hip hop and rap and everything else. You know, they use it just like on the fly, like it's nothing. But there's weight to the word. You know what I mean? There's weight, and there's weight to the meaning. So yeah, man, I had to just drop that in there real quick.
Thank you very much for that, brother, man. Trust me, that was cold.
I appreciate it.
I thoroughly enjoyed that, man. Get me?
I appreciate
it. Yeah,
that.
with that being said, yeah, like this is what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, about people not understanding what's going on out here. So give thanks, bro. Give thanks.
No, you're welcome, man. And like that poem is on my social media. So if you go on my Instagram at poet_RS, that poem's on there with a bunch of other stuff as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like certain narratives we have to change. You know what I mean? Certain narratives you have to change. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm curious to hear this. This.
Nah, man, we want to hear another one from you. I don't hear no poems from him.
No, let me I'm gonna drop another one. Don't worry about that.
Let's get your poems, because I'm gonna chop this section out. Let's get your poems back to back before. Trust me, Fred is full of nonsense. I don't want to hear what he's got to say. Trust me, you're gonna regret it. Yeah, he's gonna make you laugh.
It's all art. It's all art, same way, innit?
Yeah, I know. Now you know what it is. You know what it is. Because I know you're so great, Fred. I just want you to shine on your own, innit? Like I don't want, you hear me? I don't want RS stealing your shine. So you gonna shine in a minute, but let RS do his thing. Like, let him get it off. I want to hear more from him. It's levels,
One great hit at a time.
One exactly. Next one, yeah. I want to know what football team does everyone support?
Man United. That's shame. That's shame. People didn't want to admit that shame.
Man United, mate. For fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
You need to come on my channel for that. Yeah, I got sports channels. You get me?
Kalas.
Yeah, you ready for that? Yeah, you ready for that?
Kalas.
The man them sport TV, man.
I'm out.
You get me?
I'm out.
On YouTube. Yeah,
but I don't do football either. But if I had to pick, you know what I mean? Like, I'll say Arsenal. But I don't know a single Arsenal player.
I knew you would say Arsenal. Why would you say Arsenal?
Local, that's why. You know what?
This is why I don't support football no more. Because of guys like this. Guys like this supporting Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? Guys like this supporting Arsenal. That's why I don't do football no more. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's long.
Keep it.
All right, well, look, so this
piece
is about racism and football, innit? And obviously, like, you know, with the whole thing that just happened, it's clear.
Where's BVM when you need him, man? Where's Black Fan man when you need him, bro?
So this piece is called The Colourful Sport. And I haven't really performed this too tough, so it's actually kind of new, like, in terms of performance. But yeah, it's called The Colourful Sport.
Give it to Marcus Rashford.
I will, I should do that, I should at him. All right, let me go. Kick racism out of football. That's what the talk is about. How can I, when my brothers and sisters play in the fields that you nickname stadiums, put in the cotton, ball in the net for my masters? I have to master my skill whilst I utilize my skill. But the crowd is the one with the say. You see, the stadiums are no different to the Colosseums. Remember the gladiators? Well, those were the slaves of their day. So how do I drip out racism from football whilst injecting color into the play? You see, they take my people and brandish them in the image and lights of the branding rights and spotlight you for the masses of hatred that is embedded into the fabric of football society. Taking the love of your art form and painting it with blackface. They love your skill but hate your skin. Make you tug of war between your residency and your origin. And all the while, they play the puppet strings, hoping your black face melts to show that lighter blend. Discriminate until you disintegrate, taking away your melanin until your mind has been mellowed in and you can recite those pre-written bars to the media till it seeps into the fabric of your muscle. And that's before you try to kick it out. They would rather kick out your blackness. You're a servant to the game, where pain is brought if the shade of your shade doesn't match the skill set. They may heckle your desire to play, but don't assume that the words are skin deep. 90 minutes can leave the fans bereft of breath, yet those monkey chants will knock the wind out of you. We grew up with sticks and stones may break my bones. Nah. Sticks and stones may shatter the outer shell of a man, but words will disintegrate your mental stability. So play off the offside trap whilst they play that your skin is trapped between your rights and what's right, and all they can do is tell you to hang back. Don't you need your club to enter with you back to tackle discrimination with every counter attack? Separate organizations giving you a subsidiary hope of achievement. taking aim like David Slingshot against the Goliath you play for, you wait for, you play for. So when Sterling signed his contract, making his AK his firing leg, they gave him license to shoot, not license to kill. Not every black man is a thug criminal. So Sterling, as you take your shots with your gun, knowing full well you're not a defender, running around to the sound of the opposition chants, I know you just want to play football. So why do they view you with curious eyes, like you're George? Even when they stand with you, you're still seen as odd, ready to attack you with passive blades for your back. Assassinations of attack. They smile with the emphatic innocence of a child, but the dark secrets are covered up like a nursery rhyme. FIFA, faux fum, I smell the blood of a racist scum. We cannot get past the skin to see the skill. Lukaku, was it really worth the mills? Was it €1 for one banana? Was that the clause in the fans' ticket deal? Did they back you up for real? Or did they back you up to fail? Inter, your skin into the Milan mix, and please ask yourself, does it blend well? Yellow cards are now being issued for a foul whilst they throw yellow banana skins to issue that you are foul, but the scar gets deeper when the red appears. We walk away with booze and sometimes cheers. And the pundits condemn us for a foul action, but on the streets, there's no walking away when the red appears. Being bathed in red till our skin turns red, and the only media comments you hear is a reflection of racism buried skin deep. You've been bathed in the blood of racial hate. Your liver cannot clean this pool. Burnt with charcoal skin, and the only way for you to fit in is to stand as a man united. But on the other side of the city, where the sky is blue, you can reduce that darkness to get your money up. And no matter how many times you sing like the canaries wishing for greener pastures, we know your color is just too dark for the yellow sun. All you want to wish for is a brighter future, dreaming of unity when you see stained black and whites in Newcastle. They don't think of you as diamonds, only crystals, and make you believe you live in that palace. But when it's time to stand for black, just remember they always have an alternative shirt. So as you play the field Negro, watching them come with the Arsenal, and you stand united, perceived as a devil in a shirt, they will always stoke the flame of the game, hang back and watch as the wolves come. Reimbursing the field Negro. Let's throw the plantations we stole at him. We're going to make him feel like his cousins are in the crowd, like Darwin's theory only applies to the blacks. When you stand in that field playing box to box while you feel boxed, just remember the value of who you are. Your skin and your skill are two different credentials. So when you run off to the sound of protest in your heart and racism in your ears, just make sure you're not running your whole life. That's me, bro.
Fire.
He's good with it as well. He's doing the wordplay. He's doing up D'Angelo eyes. He's doing all of it, man. Fucking hell.
Better than the first one.
I might have to use
it. Better than the first one, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was accurate.
You know what? I don't think it's better than the first one.
Not just football, NHS, schooling, every aspect of society.
I just dropped a fire poem, man. Yo! Yeah. All right, listen, I'm on the poetry thing.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to say credit. I don't think it's better. I think they're just completely different, and they were both fantastic. Both fantastic.
That's why he likes the football one. I like the nigger one.
I like both.
But they both got the same theme. They're both sort of like they're shaped the same. What's the inspiration behind the obviously direction that you're going with your poetry? So you touched a little bit about you had 3 kids and you had some drama, but I'm just trying to find the tie between that energy and the poetry.
So my poetry is an extension of myself. Like I see poetry as truth, right? And we all speak truths, yeah. Like even on here, you guys are talking, you're talking your own truths, and everyone's got a perspective that they're coming from. So with me now, I'm here to tell my truths. I'm here to explore the world as it is. Like I don't just talk about racism. Obviously, like it's a massive topic, and I do speak on it. But I don't just talk about it. I talk about mental health. I talk about uplifting the kids in society. I talk about self-esteem and self-value, because as people, we have different strings to our own bow, right? So, but you cannot tackle all the strings at once. You must take them a bit at a time. And I've learned over the year that I've been writing poetry that my poems are a reflection of all of the strings that I have. And some will hit with people, some will resonate with you, some may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Like for me, that's not a problem, but the fact of the matter is one, you listened. All right, because also in this world we talk a lot, but we don't listen. We talk a lot, but we don't listen. All right. And number two is that what you hear, if it does hit with you, and you're able to capitalize on what's hit with you, you would then be able to perform actions that could benefit your life. Because I'm here to inspire. I'm here to get people to get up and keep moving and keep striving. You know, because at the end of the day, we cause that positive domino effect.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Trust me, I love the poetry, but the second one hit home harder because people care about football more than they care about black and brown people. So I'm telling you, the way you describe the whole game and how the teams are fitting, interacting, the language you were saying, and the word flipping you was flipping. Do you get what I'm saying? People were more identified with the second one because I thought about schooling, I thought about the mental health system, the NHS, I thought about all the aspects of the judicial system, the way they play us like fools. Do you get what I'm saying? In all these aspects when you was talking about the second one. In the first one, I just heard the N-word a lot. That's all what was flashing through my mind. I was just waiting for the next N-word to come through and not really listening to the
Hold on. He's coming from his truth, isn't it? So
he's coming from his truth. He's just chatting nonsense. I warned you about him a while ago.
I'm not even catching
man, 1 second. We don't have to debate it. Man appreciates your perspective still. So it's not even a debate. I'm not trying to cancel out what you said. Get me? But I do want to offer the brother my perspective, which is I don't care about football, and I do care about black and brown and beige people and whatnot. I would say that they were both highly technical pieces of lyricism and easily could be converted into some kind of rap. It would have been fucking... I would have said, yo, hear this verse. I would have told my brethren, listen to this verse. My man's going ham. So, like, I like your metaphors. Your wordplay is top level. I think you know this, though. It's top level wordplay and like, just how you did it. Like, you did it in many different ways. You get me? You just, like, it was... So, I agree with Freddie on the football one was amazing. But the nigger one, maybe you need to reload that again, because maybe people... What happens is, I think you get this as well. If you drop 2 poems, they're usually going to like the second one. Because they get used to hearing you. They get used to your cadence and the way that your cadence, and I say the way you sit, the way you talk, and they give you more of a chance. I think when you did the first one, maybe some people didn't even stop to really listen. Before you know it, you was already in the poem. But yeah, my personal favorite was the first one because I am a fan of shock factor.
Yeah,
I'm a fan, and I like what you did there. You just snatched that word up, and you done so much with it. You dropped history in there. You dropped social commentary in there. You dropped some real nigga shit in there. You gave me hip hop references in there. You just done a lot. So for me, the first one was packed with a lot more food for thought to break down later. But for the dummies that just want to hear, oh, he said FIFA 4. Like, yeah. That
Jedi.
Shush, cactus.
Oh wow!
Let Jedi finish.
Hold on. You just called Clark Kent Superman right there online. Like you're a bad man. Scripture's got beef anyway. This is the guy, yeah. Scripture's the guy that Shani was saying uses the nigger word too often. So like, I called him on the phone and he jumped on. But yeah, man, he's a lyricist in himself.
But you know, it's the words, man. Like obviously, you know, if you're one's hitting one or the other. But also what I've come to realize, like a lot of people have said this, what I've come to realize is that a lot of my work is layered. So like sometimes like I pack a lot of layers into my actual poetry itself. So like when you're listening to it within the poem themselves, certain aspects of the poem will hit you, whereas others it may not hit you as hard. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like everyone's got their own opinion, and that's the thing about poetry as well. Like everyone's got their own opinion on poems and poets as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like just giving me the blessing to just perform, just perform a little bit, like, you know. And I do take a lot of cadence from hip hop as well. Like I'm a big hip hop fan. Do you know what I mean? I was listening to one album this morning, Disposable Art, which is an amazing album. They're old school, but amazing. So I do take a lot of reference from hip hop too.
I think the best writers are ones that do write with layers, though, because it's like, honestly, the reason why I like your second one better, even though I think they're both fantastic and completely different, is the wordplay in the second one was just phenomenal. And I'm not talking about just the FIFA FOFA. I'm talking like there's. I loved that. I thought that was brilliant. But there was like, they kind of made me chuckle that bit. But there was so many other things in there that I was like, rah, that's so, like, yes. Like, for me personally, I like to write poetry, but I don't. I just do it like, I just do it when I feel like it. Nothing. I don't put pressure on myself to write or anything like that. But when I do, I always, like, when I'm writing it, there's always wordplay, always layers in there, because it just, it's kind of that way. You need to read it again. Like, I need to hear your poem again and again, and I'm going to notice new things every time I hear it. Like, and that is talent, like massive talent. So, well done, you.
Thank you.
Yeah, pick up yourself as well, brother, man. I was saying the first one's dope as well. You get what I'm saying? But I just more related to the second one, innit? And then I think in this society that we live in, it's a shame that the main section of society care more about football than they do about black and brown people. So it's just obviously that one's going to cut home more. That's all I was saying, bro.
Bro, I'm not even mad, man. I'm not even like upset by it, man. Do you know what I mean? Man, that was just on you. Like that. They just jumped on you quick.
Yeah, no, I know he was trying it. I know he was trying it. But it's cool.
Yeah, man. But anyway, man, like more time, like, man's just appreciative of the talent that comes through. So I'm gonna big up Elsa and big up Poet, RS, for coming through and blessing us and whatever. Even if you came on and did blah blah black sheep, I ain't gonna tell you that I like this one better than the other, because I just know that it's just art, and it took the same brain and the same mind, and it probably takes the same level of understanding or patience to actually break it down and listen to everything you're saying. Because I don't think you can hear everything in those two rhymes just hearing it one time.
No,
There's no way.
I would like to hear the first one again. 100.
But now I've got it captured. I'm gonna re-upload it. Just as a little segment, I'm gonna re-upload it because I think it was that good. Elsa, you got
if you just gave us one poem, I wouldn't have nothing to compare it to. But when you bust two, fucking.
But you know, Elsa, if you got one, maybe you could drop one. I don't mind hearing some more from RS.
I got a poem.
Definitely,
I've got a poem.
I've got a few.
We definitely got to hear Freddie's one as well. Get me?
I got a poem, man. Don't forget about me, man.
Can I just
Sammy Davis?
I just want to make a suggestion for Elsa.
I can do my poem so quick.
Sorry, just poem. What was that?
That's about to say.
I could do my poem really quick.
One is A and B. My one's just A.
Excellent, man. Thank you. Right, yeah. Shani, go on, sis.
Yes, so my suggestion was a very quick suggestion. How about a poetry night? Because I would like to participate.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
I got a question. I got a question for Shani. Is Wonder Woman going to turn up?
Hey, do you know what? Big up to RS. RS, you turned everyone into a poet. I come to realize.
No, it's the other way.
You're the one. Everyone in their grandmother's a poet now.
No. It's the other way.
You know what it is? Yeah, inspiration draws inspiration, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I only came.
Nah, but bro, you see, when you say that, I'm being honest, bro. It was like me when I was in school. I used to rap in it, and I never told anyone I rapped. Then one day I just started rapping, and then every motherfucker was a rapper all of a sudden. It was like, hold on, bro. Nah, hold on.
Them days, bro. 20 man round the Sony Ericsson in the playground. Yeah, I know them days.
No, joking.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it takes something to be brilliant for you to go, actually, you know what?
That's what's making me feel sick.
Now, do you know what it was? I was watching South Park yesterday, yeah? And what's the guy, Randy? He made his little weed farm, innit? Then everyone starts growing their own weed. And he's like, you stole my idea. And they're like, how can you say selling like weed or growing weed was your idea? That's a bit dumb. But yeah, I just, it was funny. It was funny. That, man. But man, kind of jumping off the back of your idea same way still, because you're the one who jumped on here with all the poetry. You said it with your chest. It sounded good. Now people are poets. Why haven't you poeted before?
No, listen, yeah.
Don't try it. He's wondering about a woman. I've got a woman that is wonderful.
Yeah, I've been waiting for my opportunity to poet. I've been waiting, and the brother just came and gave me that spark. He gave me that energy, you know. Said, you know,
the real poets in the building now. The real poets are in the building. You got a halfway poets. You're at the halfway house.
People know I got shooters in the cup.
All right, so are we gonna make some room so that we can like hear some more poems, or are you lot just gonna waffle?
Now let them poet. Let them poet.
More poetry, please. More poetry.
Come on, man. You're not standing in the way of the art, man.
Spit water on that.
Yeah, scripture. Yeah, you know you got to go on mute. You got the bad background sound. Right, cool. So let's have a free for all then. Like, I mean, Elza, RS. These are obviously the veteran poets. And then obviously you got me, you know what I mean? You know me, you know, and you know, I might bless you lot with something. But who we got next? Who's gonna go up?
It's me, sir. I think it's me.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
Elza, we don't want to hear you, friend. We want to hear Elza. We want to hear Elza, man.
Include me. Last but not least, please.
Chill out.
I know all the rest of the men have to go last. Let these lot go first because they're professionals. Let them get out the poets.
Thanks, Shifa.
Nah. Listen, just go on there and speak your truth, man.
Yeah, exactly. Speak your truth.
You wanna come on, do your thing, bro?
Get me.
Man. Thanks, brother.
I'm waiting for poetry night.
Supporting me, you know. I knew you supported me, RS. Thanks, bro.
Speak your truth, bro.
You're right.
Yeah. Sprinkle a bit of truth.
I'm trying to get this poet RS vibe right now, you know, like.
Hey, bro, I'm on it, man. Listen, I've got a hat. And I'm putting it in the back right now.
All right, Fred, hurry up, man. Start talking. Start spinning the poet.
All right. This one
we don't want no shenanigans, Shani, please.
This one's inspired by RS, right?
Oh my God.
This wasn't even pre-written.
It's called the Premiership, right?
Racist. You're your whole idea. What?
Racist FC are at the top. Full stop. We did not make up the word nigger. So go to the owners and try and let them figure it out. The end.
Bars, my guy. Bars.
You might as well said, bar black sheep. Have you any wool left?
Nah, man. Listen,
this black sheep ain't got any wool yet.
You spoke your truth in the moment, innit? Do you know what I mean? No one can take you.
Just do one, all right?
Through his face, bro.
You know, like that roundabout lyrics. All right, come on. Who's the? What's your name again? Sorry, sis. Do your poem.
Elza.
Yeah,
Elza. This one. I got two, but this one's just a short one. White supremacy. I'm sorry that it even exists. I'm sorry that a peaceful protest is seen as a threat. It's not fair. I'm not going to start my sentence with I'm not racist, because normally the person is, and it's so blatant. But if I can promise one thing, it's that in my presence, casual racism will never be acceptable. We're in the 21st century. Broaden your vocabulary because the M word is replaceable. And if you're that incapable, then leave my facility. You're not welcome. That was that one.
Big facts.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
Wow. That's how you do it.
Yes.
I hope you're learning, Fred.
Leave Fred, man.
My one was dope. I could go to any jazz cafe, anywhere with that, Brixton, Streatham, any part of London, because that full stop, they'll rate it.
I mean,
the full stop when you stop, innit?
Right.
It depends. Like,
no, it was good. It was just speaking your truth.
It depends on.
Fred, I don't know if you're going into the jazz cafe with them kind of poems. Fred would be like, her arms were so long she could reach the moon. Her neck was so wide she could eat the spoon. Listen, I'm done. I'm done.
Chipper, don't hate on me talent. Don't hate on me talent, bro.
No, you're funny though. You're funny.
Right.
It's funny.
Anyway, I'm gonna go into my next one then. I don't know what one to do. Whether do you want a political one or do you want like
just go. Political. Let's go.
Okay. All right. You see, with my words, I want to try and change the world. Dot my I's. Get it wrong once or twice. Scribble it out and do it again. I want to be heard from the north to the south, and when that's not enough, I want to be I want to be heard all around the world. I want to be society's backbone. The vertebrae holding you up vertically, bringing tranquility through peace and harmony. I want to help the children begging on the streets for somewhere to sleep. I want to go to bed grateful for the company that I keep. I want to stare the oppressor straight in the eye, be my own beacon to signify that the system needs to be changed, it needs to be modified, not just to benefit the ones who make the laws, sitting in their ivory towers, pulling the strings, waiting applause from the puppets who walk with their eyes shut. You see, we're all running round on a circuit board, flicking the switches as we go, turning on the power, amping up the audio for them to be heard, but they can't hear us. You see, we're balancing out the imbalance. We're perfectionists following from imperfection. They use propaganda as a distraction whilst they feel their egos. No retribution. We just live in the underbelly of redemption, too cowardly to mention, unless you're in the top 1% section. And I know that's only a fraction, but the world that we live in is corrupt. You see, they burn it to make us put it out. They destroy it to make us rebuild it. There's a cure for the world, but they keep it under wraps. They don't want us to know that money doesn't matter and that we can't eat it as a snack. But even if I have nothing at all, at least I have what sits within. It's more important than you could ever imagine. And now I'm fighting this reality that surrounds me, figuring out who makes my destiny, who's the creator. Surely it can't be us, because it's all we've created are tarmacs and skyscrapers and signals that block out the roars of the lion, all the smoke that fills the air. As they limit our vocabulary, they suppress our possibilities, lowering our standards, treating us like military. Yes, sir, no, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Falling into lines, no spaces in the gaps in between, filling us with false hopes and dreams for a better tomorrow. But you see, homophobia and racism comes from the cowards who have no pity or accountability for the pain they inflict on others. And it's all we can do is speak up, shout from the rooftops. Our words are our most powerful tool, and within them I find sanctuary. But the state of the world seems to hang on my shoulders heavily. I want to find a sanctuary. You see, we all deserve to be utilised, not to be used. Can't you see we're being used by the government to do their dirty work? This isn't what democracy looks like, and now it's our turn. As the winds are changing, an urge in the form of a surge is coming as our consciousness awakes a generation that is becoming awoke. From a sleep I did once woke, and now's the time to stand up and my truth shall be spoke.
Go on, Gemini. Go on, Gemini.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a rose, you know. That's what you're about here. You got bars. You got bars. You said you got poems, but you slightly got bars still. Slightly.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've been listening to Elsa for a little piece still, man. I'm like, yeah, she's straight fire, man. Straight fire.
Yeah, very, very good, man.
Jesus, I hadn't even said this too tough to you still, but there's a piece that I wrote a little while back. Like, you kind of inspired me.
Really?
Yeah,
guys. Guys.
I'll drop it to you off air. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Why do you drop it now? Is it a love poem?
Delivery.
You making it sound like it's a love poem.
Nah.
No, I'm playing.
Have you seen me?
Why do you do things like that, man?
No, because he said he's gonna drop it offline. I can't even do that one.
Your girl must be out. Your girl must be out. Getting brave again.
Nah, she's here right now. She's here right now. I'm brave all day, every day, man. We brave together.
Now, bigger up, together.
Bigger up, man. You ain't brave together, man. You ain't brave together.
We do brave it together. Jedi, did we not arrive the other day together? We arrived together. We brave it together.
One day she's gonna be smart
one argument away from giving back the keys.
However, man. I mean, blood clot. I don't know where I chat about.
Proper blood clot.
We had a big man around here. No, I'm playing.
All right, you're the big man. Let you sleep in the car.
Huh?
You don't spoil it, man. You're embarrassing me, man.
I know, man. Let them go. Let the poet.
They won't let me hear you, Shani. Every time you talk, they talk.
Shani, I want to hear your poem. Shani, you said you write poetry. I want to hear you. I'm curious. I want to hear your
poem. Can you blow your nose first, Shani?
Well, that's what our poetry was about. It was about congestion.
Oh, God. Get your tissues ready. Get your hankies ready. Doctors are going to cry because you're going to want to blow your nose when you hear this.
Jedi, you got no manners. You got new people around you just dissing me on the panel.
I do. No, it's love, man. It's love. I do. Go on.
Blow out your nose and do some bogey.
You can make one up on the spot and you're good.
However, I definitely want to make one for this poetry night. That's what I'm asking about the poetry night. I'm saying, I was going to ask you, first of all, see your members, see for people that are your members, you know, you've got obviously exclusive content for them. Can they watch exclusive live stream? Okay.
Say that again?
So I was asking if they could watch exclusive live stream, the members.
Yeah.
Jedi.
Wow.
Making a shout in my mum's house. Mum's going to come and be like, "You're right. Is it okay?"
What's up?
Right, no, I don't care. Bunny live stream, yeah? Fuck.
Yeah. So what you gonna say about the members?
She wants to know if you can watch exclusive live stream with your Jedi membership.
Do it live.
Or do I not need membership?
Or do they not have to be members to watch?
It's amazing.
Compare the membership.
Just let me speak. Yeah,
Illuminati online or Jedi online. Simples.
Childish, man. Childish.
Really childish. It's terrible.
I'm searching for my Instagram for a poem of mine. I got two sick poems.
Are we gonna let him go then? Because I want to hear this poet.
Yeah, please.
Who? Inspired by me.
Who is it that's got the poem? Schiffer.
RS.
Oh, RS. Yeah.
I'm not gonna drop the one that's inspired.
Oh, okay. I'll drop another one.
No, I'm playing. I'm gonna drop one. But this one's so this one's like one of my. This one's
Drop it, man.
I wrote this one a week ago. Yeah.
About a week ago.
Yeah. But like, it's probably one of my more layered pieces. It's probably one of my more layered pieces. So this one's called It. I'm just trying to tap into a way of thinking differently, allowing people to think differently than the societal norm. So this one is called Unplugged Thoughts.
Jeez. Let's do it. Let's do this, man. Hit the like button, family tree, if you like enjoying this.
All right. So Unplugged Thoughts. The Matrix isn't a film. It's a documentary. So let me document these thoughts and see how much this movie flick resembles reality's tales. We're caught up in the system. Would you take the red pill or the blue pill? For that Labour red or Tory blue? For every red Indian's blood stained on the American red, white and blue, or for every blue-collar worker that's put to work to dirty their hands whilst the union jacks another piece of the check to keep us in check? Is your brain tangled in a void where sun kisses are sunken and you don't know how far the rabbit hole goes? Alice has been assassinated because she knows too much, so you're tumbling, falling, downloaded into a systematic format that has labeled your design as incompatible, as if you've colored outside the lines or your color resides outside the line, and every line of code that is coded into the line strings us along on puppet strings, marrying that to the marionette man that plays man for puppets. Ever had that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or dreaming? How many frequencies have frequently been absent from your internal computer, where your processor doesn't process but protests against the frequency hertz because the frequency hurts? I know that hurt doesn't mean you feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't get hurt. It's conscious versus subconscious, reality versus hypnosis, and there are more people in this world that are asleep than you can ever dream of. If real is what you can feel, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brainwaves. They say we only use 10% of our brain. So what if I adopt the Lucy method and start to apply more brain function? I'm not saying I'll be able to stop time, but I can definitely stop the absorption of lies and enter a matrix realm. I matrix the realm and decode the roads of codes, the roads of hope. They show they give no control for you to hold. So break the hold and roll your boat. Don't stay afloat. Hold down the download. Look deeper than the front cover and assimilate the system simulator that tries to simulate a false sense of stimulation. Unfortunately, no one can tell you what the matrix is, but knowledge of truth brings you closer to being. Sorry, that was a glitch. Knowledge of truth brings you closer to being alive. Like a splinter in your mind that drives you mad. It's the questions that drives us. It's the questions that brought you here. With questions, there are only answers where you can find oracles and oracy. To believe in everything you're told is to let others row your boat with no control over the steering. You're not steering out of control. You're steering into control of a system that's designed to keep you categorized, because what do all men with power want? More power. The first 7 years of your life, your frequency is lower than consciousness. A sponge. Before you become conscious, you need to have programs downloaded. You're absorbing all that's around you, your parents, siblings, communities, and transform the conformity of those rules as the foundation in your memory banks. Your brain vibrates on theta, where you're able to morph the world like Morpheus. You're more alive then than you are now, because the imagination of a child is realer than the reality of an adult. Is that freedom? How many rules do you need to follow to function in society? Are you advancing the Agent Smith to be the common in community. Understanding your significance is a danger to conformists. Ever occurred to you why the Asian is a Smith? Smith is the most commonly used surname, banding individuals together and labeling them as one so the individual is invisible. When they visualize you as a person, they rather you multiply under one format that ticks a box. When you tick the box on every form that checks you off the checklist, that's another form of control. Is there bliss in ignorance? Turning a blind eye doesn't make anything stop. It merely shows that you stop looking at what is around you. So when the bliss of euphoria starts to glitch and you see the cracks in the code, the black behind the green starts to get cracked behind the green, and that white light spills out truth like a white knight. How much does the mind need to unlock? And how far outside the box do you need to think in order to be free? I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. Can you mind map that? Can your legs walk solo? The man has been playing a machine all along. And it doesn't take the writings of an ex-miss to bring a platform that we should be closer to humanity. Aren't we humanity? Or are we so plugged into the matrix that our DNA reads as codes in green, but we're seen more as a code red? Because our cells are being locked within a virtual cell, or displayed in squares that are locked within a virtual box. Their sentiment isn't sentient. They're meant to entrap you. That's entrapment, where the machine will make you more machine-like. And the hue in your humanity will be dimmed until dull becomes viral. What does it mean to bring war against the machine? Where Guns N' Roses will bring about a Black Sabbath after Foo Fighters. We have to bang back at every bang clapped illegally. We purchase roses for those that are gone too soon. Flowers don't bring back the dead. They only resemble the dead that lay in boxes, whilst we walk around in white rooms filled with TV screens. Big Brother is watching you. I know you're there. I can feel you now. I have CC'd every truth into this poem for every CCTV that tries to capture my moment and data drive my mind to a road on unquestionable compliance. I don't compute. I nailed the matrix and decoded the Holy Trinity to Morpheus, a monk-like frequency, and disrupt the waves of my waves. I'm linked to my EM pulse. To deny our own impulses, to deny the very thing that makes us human. What's really going to fry your brain later is, would you still have had these thoughts if I hadn't recited this poem? Perhaps I'm asking the wrong questions. That's me.
Hey.
Yeah, I like cheese matrix bars. Come on, red pill and that.
Man. You got moments where you sound like ghetto though. You got moments where you sound like ghetto, but you're the real Shakespeare still in ghetto version.
The modern day Shakespeare, man. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just it's something that we're too easy to conform to the way that we think with society, you know. Like sometimes we've got to shape it up. And like in all honesty, for me personally, this is me personally, and you can debate this if you want to, but for me, The Matrix is actually a documentary. Like I refuse to see it as a film, because if you watch it deeper than just entertainment values, it shows you so much that's going on in society now. Whereas that film was made in like the 90s. So I kind of scripted it around that and just gave you kind of food for thought, really.
Yo, I'm so happy you came on here.
I can see you're quite open-minded. You're quite open-minded about society and the way things work in comparison to how they could and how they should work, X, Y, Z. So I think that's good, man. Like you got a nice edge about you, the way you deliver as well. I think that's nice. You're not like, I think with Els, she's more like bars. She sounds like a rapper at parts. You sound like a rapper in parts, but then I think that you don't stick to any kind of format. You're just kind of unchained with it. Like, I don't know, it's all bars and no hook, you know, like that.
Yeah, I guess if you want to categorize, because there's obviously different forms of poetry, right? So
yeah.
Mine's more of a cadence flow more than anything.
Yeah, you've got like cadence. A cadence flow. Mine is what you call free verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized.
There isn't one specific format. You just kind of go with what your heart tells you to go with. So
were you saying the Django Unchained, yeah? Unchained.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Django Unchained. Yeah, that's Django. The one. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was a new one. Like
I've got a piece to drop that's new as well. If we drop a new one, I haven't performed this one yet.
Let's go.
You
see,
you like enjoying the poetry, yeah? If you like, please vote with your feet. Let's see the fire emojis, books, candles, lighters, hearts. Let's Stars.
Yeah, and I did put his RS's Instagram in the chat as well.
Come on.
Follow him. So this one's called Imagination. You see, my imagination captivates me every day, holding on to a sense of innocence when I dream, child's play, paper planes and games. Imagination is at the heart of creativity, aiding us to imagine an image specific to one's mind, yet no two brains alike. And we say unknowingly that no two eyes see the same. But how is it in this reality our minds somewhat relate atoms and elements projecting brainwaves on a frequency that seem to collectively collaborate, inspiring each other, always growing like the universe we're expanding, our senses just helping hands to help navigate the present, the here and now. But your senses seek through in physical form, leaving your subconscious and conscious torn, relating feelings to others similar that we felt before, like muscle memory in spirit form. But who knows for sure? Each feeling has an individual meaning, but have I felt the same before? Almost like deja vu. Each time we imagine, it's just a different advance our thoughts make, battles between dreams and realities, continuously moving, evolving and changing. Every day a new set of possibilities, a desire to succeed, yet we can be our own worst enemy, stopping ourselves from moving forward, making our achievements seem compelled to be just a dream. But our dreams have deeper meanings, and it's when dreaming we imagine our highest form, holding on to it from dusk to dawn, and when asleep, it's just reality we escape. Running through dents and crevices in the brain, deep caves that are realities man-made. Connections in between, emotions we flicker between, heart and instinct, realities and dreams. Filling in the gaps that connect the past to the future, like a rapture, clawing away, but the future is yet to be captured.
Jeez, my God.
That was crazy. That was
man.
The words you're using as well. You use some crazy words in there still. Like if you was rapping that, it would be hard to get that on the beat certain times. I think because
no, it's not. I'm not gonna lie yet.
You're not playing around at all.
I like just using like a broad range of vocabulary to like sort of.
No, it's good. It's good because. Yeah, it's good as well because, you know, when people hear a word, even the way you're using a word, it's going to even teach people, you know, certain words because they might not have even heard that word before. But in the same respect, you know, with hip hop sometimes, or if you're rapping or on a drill beat or something,
bro, I fly over people's head, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, saying it so fast,
I fly it over people's head. I can see it in their face.
Whilst I'm in a,
you're right.
Whilst I'm in the zone, I'm just going to do another one, then go straight into it. Then, if that's all right.
Run it.
Go on.
So this one, yeah, like you might relate to it, RS. It's like sort of a poem, like related to what my thought process is when I'm writing, and it's sort of like how we use words and stuff. So this one's called Riddles and Rhymes. Riddles and rhymes, playing with words, my composure divine, elegantly flowing with perfect timing, never out of beat. Processing thoughts, provoking, my brain soaking like a sponge, gathering information. Knowledge is power. I'm empowered by intellectual dialogue, thesaurus and dictionaries. My desire to captivate will continue endlessly, alphabetically ordering, on purpose a discourse of my words. Phrases I'm heading towards, digesting the relatable were universal. Universally on a larger scale, our tongues speak the same, our lungs breathe the same. Paraphrasing my paragraphs, describing, creating imagery like photographs captured. Held captivated in a trance, my words are infinite when written, forever they'll last, like manifesting. Each letter a single token from my past, maybe previously spoken. Words are powerful when used correctly. They can inspire. They talk about sticks and stones, but words on my walls fitting together, cemented and perfectly held, so sticks and stones won't make my words fall. A word can stand alone, still strong, singly holding its own, pronouncing the proclaimed. I speak sentences that seem untamed, inspired by writers unnamed, left to be forgotten. A sentence is written with meaning, to be spoken with purpose. A perception. To each person, a different rendition, singly and individually, poems to be interpreted. I need to be inspired, but it's history I'm exploring, learning from pioneers who pioneered the way for writers past or present. Adequate or great, no two poets the same. We're individuals, individually writing from haikus to sonnets spoken in perfect timing, always rhyming, combinations I'm trying, but I'm critical. Critically criticizing my form, assorted formations, forming poems, word arranging, reordered, specifically styled and tailored, progressing from errors and trials, there are no rights or wrongs. A pen and paper can start my inspiration. When my words are spoken, I feel the vibrations, listening, retaining the information. From others, I'm always learning. With words, a picture I'm drawing. Each chapter of my life is just a new part of my story, with a start and an end. Full stops my friends, but spelling my enemy. Even when misspelled, I'm still compelled. My poems together held with context and meaning. I can write fact or fiction. Pronunciation can dictate the demeanor. Are my words deemed to be more than just a dream? Tales connecting our realities, compiled in a catalogue, written to be remembered. Infinitely everlasting. In words, maybe I'm too trusting. Perceptions. Every word I hear is a new lesson, allowing me to ask more questions, of which I'm yet to know the answer. Questioning and wondering. But it's when reading I'm searching, trying to pinpoint, trying to completely understand. I'm ruled by empathy, always empathizing, digging and searching for that deeper meaning. Reading in between the lines, dissecting, searching for a reason behind or a purpose as to why I write. Or is it so obvious? Do writers so obviously hide riddles and rhymes in their work for us to find?
Yo,
nice as well, man. That was nice as well. Can I ask you a question?
That's my kind of shit.
To both of the poets. Yeah, I want to ask you both a question. Is there any subjects that you feel uncomfortable writing about, or that you find a bit taboo, or that you may shy away from a little bit? Is there anything like that in your experience?
No, not really.
I think when I'm writing about like LGBTQ stuff and like my sexuality, I find that stuff, yeah, like I don't know, like I think it's just, I don't know, I just don't like writing about that stuff.
You saying that one don't scare you, RS?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, nah, because that's like, I would, if you was talking to me a year ago, I would probably give you a nice healthy list of topics, right? But now, no, because I see it like this: like if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it, right?
Yeah, for real.
Now, and this is where like we as humans, this is where like we kind of get caught in our feelings. You know, we get a little Drake moment going on, where like we're so we're kind of caught up in what people think about us that we forget
consumerism of other people.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of forget the power of our words, and we forget like the confidence that we have in our words. So like, if I was gonna do like an erotic poem, for example, like I've got a couple, you know what I mean? But
erotic, you know, I like the way you see you're talking about sex, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's just keep it nice and plain and simple.
You know, but if I was
hold on 1 second. Elsa, do you talk about sex also?
Yeah, I've got erotic pieces.
Let's hear some erotic poems then. Let's hear one of each of your erotic pieces. Let's hear what it's all about.
Come on,
and then
break us up a little piece. Don't be shy.
A little blur.
Man, they need to go on. They're gonna need to go and get the red bulbs and all sorts, bro.
Let me just go downstairs to the red room quickly.
Hold on, what are you saying? 50 Shades of RS and them thing there.
50 Shades of Red.
You know, like that 50 Shades of Elsa Red.
That's why they call me Rose, isn't it?
Let me see. But yeah, like I was saying, like for me, right, it's one of those ones where some people are just not ready to hear your truths, and that's fine. Like, you know, everyone's on their own path, on their own journey. You know what I'm saying to you? But like when you are ready to hear someone's truth, and you feel it on a deeper scale. So like,
we're ready. Erotic poem, please. Let's hear it.
Do you know what I mean? Let me find it too tough. It's on my phone.
Don't rush him, man. Just chill out, bro. Why you always
know it off by heart? He's gonna go find it.
Relax,
he knows
man.
it off by heart.
Relax, bro. Let him move in his own pace, man.
It depends who's in the room if I know it off by heart. It depends.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man.
No, I'm gonna play.
What are you saying, facts, anyway?
Yeah, I knew it was about to be about that time. I've got to do something. So it's in my go.
Yeah, go for it, facts, man.
All right. Okay, let's do that. Right. So let's start from the start, the beginning. No one's winning. You take a L, take a loss. What do you know about the start? The tortoise or the hare? Are you winning from your heart or your head? Did you really get that head start? Are you really going to believe that we're miles apart? Everything I see is just separation. Everything around the way is not the way I want to play. And I'm just going to leave it that way because I ain't really got much more to say.
Yeah, excellent, man. I got a couple poems there. I've been searching for all this time. This one, I wrote this in 2012. It's on my Instagram.
Who was that just dropped their piece now?
That was facts.
I hope it's better than the last one.
Look, come on,
right.
Jedi.
Good,
It's
man.
my first time, so be.
No,
I
it
was
was
right,
alright,
no,
mate. It was
no,
alright. No, do you know what? Your cadence, right, reminds me of it reminds me of the layer cake. Like the film, the layer cake, like the way you dropped it.
Slightly.
Like
Slightly.
it reminds me a little bit of the layer cake.
That's his natural way of talking. You can hear it in him. Like it was real. It was real. It was real.
That's his little natural way of talking. But
No,
I liked it anyway, Facts. Well done. Well done, bro.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Thank you.
I know
Like,
Jedi's
I was
gonna
so
be good, bro.
nervous.
Nah, don't bro. Speak your
I totally don't know this thing. I'm just gonna read it. It's a bit awkward, but I think it's more meant to be read, like it's more meant to be looked at than to be like said out.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because of the way I wrote it, like it's got brackets and yeah, man. Anyway, sex, yes please, fuck, out, shag, carpet, beat, drum, doing it, well, mash, potato, slam, dunk, press, play, walk, up, make, love, not war, intercourse. Is there an outer course? Consummating, mate, best, lash, whip, dig, deep, juice, preps, juke, bone, berry, dagger, lay, pipe, reproduction, copulation, procreation, pre, screw, to have knowledge of, nookie, knocking the boots, pumping, banging, go to bed with, sleep with, joint astral projection, do a ting with, link, souls, jiggy jiggy, doing the naughty, stab, smash. But why? Is this just an act of sperm delivery? Why? Why does it feel so good? Why do I get so enveloped in smell? The way you tell me to delve deep into yourself, till I swell and expel. Why do I lose my mind when your skin touches mine, as we grind and intertwine and lose all sense of time? Something about the tone of your groans that makes me feel like I'm home and puts me in that zone, flashbacks of that zone, eyes rolling back in your dome, heavenly moans as you squirt all over your memory foam. Is this just sex? Just dick and pussy, cock and fanny, penis and vagina? Just oxytocin and dopamine, a chemical high of a soulless being? Or do we connect in a realm parallel to that in which we dwell? A place of elves and magical spells, eternal love like the snake that swallowed its tail, the endless spiral of possible impossibilities, a multiverse of ecstasy and eternal bliss, quantum leaped to via a kiss. Told you it was mad. That was it. That's it.
I like that.
Why can't my shit sound like that?
I got another one, man. I got another one now. I found the little poetry section. This one's called That Bag. Right? I was actually proud of this one. What the fuck is in that bag?
It just sounded like a bunch of words, you know.
Yeah, good, because it's intelligent. Thank you, though. Thanks for your vote of confidence, bro. Do you want to go on mute?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, excellent, man. What is in that bag? I mean, seriously, what the fuck is in that motherfucking bag? Is that a bag full of tissues? A bag full of stress? A packet of tissues? A pack of Durex? You always like to play with boys. Your stretch mark belly, your ray of joy, the toss between a rave of toys, the walk of shame, you made your choice. An absent father, fab mascara, badness, karma, your Samsung charger, lip gloss, a shit boss that's pissed off because his dick's soft, new high score on Temple Run, your dreadful mum or menthol gum, shopping lists, essential sums, a contact list of special ones, one night stands with mysterious names, plastic bands and period pains, that groundhog ache for serious change, a purse full of coins, a phone full of notes, inspirational quotes and last chance to votes, a neglected panani, wristbands from that party, high sex drive, low self-esteem, and some car keys to that heap of shit that hardly starts, that Barclay card with a nasty charge, abortion, miscarriage, eternal scars of a dick addict, tales of a troubled daughter, eyeliner, bottled water, a map to a place that you can escape to. Does nobody rate you? The fact that he raped you. 50 shades of pain, no holidays for 2 years, the weight you gained, a mini umbrella and 50 days of rain, the story of your tragic teens, microgynon, Vaseline to give those lips that magic sheen, no ruby slippers or magic beans. So what the fuck's in that bag? Baggage.
Yeah.
Yo, that ending was mad.
Bad.
That was good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I got one more, but I can't find it. I'll give you one more if you don't mind.
You done all right. You done all right, though, man.
They wants me to make me go again as well.
Man, shut the fuck up, man.
I like that one, man.
I no one trying to hear from you. Oh, thank you, RS. Thank you, fans.
Here. Go again if you want, and I'll drop.
I've got one more, but I gotta find it, man. It's called Mind Sex. It's so sick. Actually,
Yeah. All right, let's go again.
If I can find it. Oh, actually, yeah. Wait, did I find it? Yeah, I found it. Fucking hell. 2012, 2012. Man.
Had your little poetry period.
Nah, I mean, I'm a creative writer, innit? So I can still write poetry now. I write bars, innit? But it's still poetry. Yeah, just to show you. 2012. Right, boom. Let's go in. Mind Sex by Jediah 7. Mind Sex. Philosophical intercourse. Philosophical intercourse, interchanging intellectual fluids. Mind Sex. The mutual musings of matters meaningful and mundane, miniature and marvelous. Mind Sex. Tantalizing your mental clitoris, skillfully teasing and touching while maintaining eye contact. Mind Sex. Can you feel my cerebral cortex expanding and throbbing, becoming engorged, stimulated by the sound of that voice, that sexy fucking voice, drenched in curiosity, marinated in intelligence, infused with passion. Mind Sex. Your syllables are seducing me. Suck my subject. You're such a cunning linguist. This dirty dialogue gives me the urge to taste your convo while you swallow my comments. Your rhythmical speech pattern excites my neurons. Mind Sex. Bedroom bully banter. I'll insert my innuendo and open up your vocabulary. The talk of hypotheses and shared experiences rent the void that silence owns. Is this fornication or communication? The lines are blurred. All I want to do now is fuck what you heard. Mind Sex. You smile as you whine upon the edge of my words. Head spinning, I'm winning. You're high off my verbs. So we engage in a duel of frantic fact-fucking, punctured only by orgasmic objections and subtle rebuttals. Mind Sex. The ultimate striptease. Giving into the carnal lust and instinctive craving to view the beautiful mind naked. Mind Sex. Bareback. Unprotected. Personal. Publicly private. Mind Sex. I'm an info porn star. I don't care who's watching, as we have mind sex till it hurts. Mind sex till you squirt. Involuntary truths all over this fertile sheet of paper hurriedly torn from the notebook in my mind. I'm eager to learn. Can I get a PhD in you? A pretty huge dictionary, so you're not lost in translation. Mind Sex. Can we go halves on a epiphany? Conceive thought patterns and raise points? Empathize, emphasize, enter my cognitive mating ritual. Mind Sex. This all started with, have you been waiting long? Yeah, that's it. Come on.
You've been doing this, man. On a sly, you've been doing this, innit?
Man, but you can do better. You can do better. But I like that.
Bro,
I know
man,
you can.
Do you know?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Bro, wait, stop. I appreciate your criticism, but you might have been doing. Hold on, 1 second. You might have been doing this. You might have been doing this since the first poems come on, yeah. Like I appreciate your you could do better, but just say big up. Just tell them it's good and move the fuck on, bro. Like honestly, I don't want to hear.
All right, man, don't get emotional. I'm only playing with you, man. It was a good poem. It was a good poem.
Family, no, wait. Just let the family that are just gonna big up people's efforts. Let them speak, and you lot just be quiet, man.
Yeah, big up the poem, and the poem was live.
No, not here, but I'm actually giving you advice. You want to give me advice about how to do poetry? I appreciate it. I'm giving you advice on how to be I'm giving you advice on how to be a gracious listener. Just listen and just be like, yeah, great, clap and move on. If you don't like it, but that you could do better and that was this and this one was better, I'm gonna tell you because I'm a straight honest person. Yeah, when I hear you lot saying this when people have finished their poems, it's jarring, bro. It's not what you do. It's what you do when people share their art. I'm just letting you know, just in case you thought I'm reading it to get a critique. Yeah, the poem's from 2012. You can go back and read it, you get me, and see it for yourself because obviously I didn't read it as fluently, but it's a bad boy poem. So ain't no one gonna tell me you could do better. That poem is fucking amazing, bro. Sorry, I'm not having it. I'm not a humble poet, bro.
I run it, but I like
big up.
I liked it, Jay.
Come on. I'm a poet now.
I'm a poet. Can do it.
You're sticking by your truth, man. Trust me.
I actually.
My truth, man.
That dictionary bar was solid, man. That was solid. That was solid.
Man. Much love.
All right, you know, I'm gonna drop a couple. So I'm gonna drop an erotic one, and I'm gonna drop another one, and I'm gonna drop a total.
Can I just do the intro? I want to spin it back and say it's Trillumalati. We can really show our creativity. No one has to step down. You see, just be yourself and express.
Let me just say that poem was at least an 8 out of 10. It was at least 8 out of 10, Jeds. Big up to man like Facts. Everyone like and subscribe. Hit the notification.
Look, it's my second time, so come on.
Yeah, big up Facts. I actually went away and wrote my congestion poem.
Big up Elsa Rose because she got 2 screens.
I was away writing my congestion poem.
You was away writing it now. I thought you had it written already.
Yeah, I literally, that's what I was doing.
Yours?
You're cheating, man. You're cheating. You're supposed to have a poem that you already got in it.
I didn't have one. I just said, look, Jenna was taking the mickey out of my nose and how I speak. So I thought, let me write a poem about congestion. So I'm going to let Poet RS finish.
You know when you said congestion, I thought you meant congestion.
Nice to know you're winning all day.
I thought you were going to run up the government about congestion charge. I didn't think you meant like your sinuses.
That's
about my sinuses. Yeah, I went away and wrote a poem about it. I'm here. I'm going to let you go through Poet RS and I'll come through.
Shani, break us off a piece, Shani. Break it off.
That is sick. You're about those, you know. That's mad.
Did you see my face, Shani? I was like,
how long was you writing that for, though? That must have been, what, 10 minutes, 15? What, talk to us.
I had something to eat, and then I decided to write it. So, about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so I'm just gonna drop 2 real quick, and then it's over to you, Shani.
Sounds like Shipper's love life.
All right, so I'm gonna drop 2 real quick, and then it's over to you, Shani.
Sounds like Shipper's love life.
All right, hold up, because my team's kind of playing up still. All right, y'all can hear me, all right, yeah?
Yeah. I thought I was echoing for a second.
Loud and clear,
yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so I'll drop the erotic one first, and then I'll drop the other one afterwards, yeah?
Jeez.
All right, so this piece is called Unfinished Thoughts. As I stand here unearthed, our bodies intertwine like we've been laced with twine. I want to understand how your mind speaks. Naked from the neck down, but I want to understand you from the neck up and penetrate your brain before I break down your walls. Have each fingertip run a course over your body, trying to define the line of every crevice and curve. Have my mind swerve in a direction tangent to the tangled tip of your tongue as we interlock taste buds. Redefine the alignment of our lips as I press you closer into me until we become one. Whole. Even our shadows cannot be separated. The light in our hearts, the darkness in our settings, don't let this set end. Dominant. And I like tricks. So does that make me a dominatrix? So when I tie you up and rope your soul, just know this cowboy will be ready to ride. mount you, and plant the peak of this mountain into your soil. Let your river run rampant as you squirt streams with TLC. If I spit on you and you squirt on me, would you say we're creating waterfalls? I want to merge with you. I want to fusion our bodies so tight that separation from you would be non-marital. Don't divorce this feeling. Let me create earthquakes through bed shakes. Let the headboard bang to the beat of our hearts, to the rhythm of our lust. Let our moans provide the melody. Squeeze me. Don't ever think these fingertips are just for writing. I want to tip the scales of your endorphins with these fingers and imprint my fingerprint one by one. I left my mark on you. Will you mark me too? Sink your teeth into my soul and wrap your lips around it. Don't ever stop kissing my neck. I like the sound of it. Moreover, I like the feel of it. The wet sensation of your saliva. I felt alive. I lost my train of thought. Because I told you from the neck up is where I want to be. Let my strokes match your brain waves. We can create a whole story with toys, but my name's not Andy. However, I will handcuff your opinions and straddle each thought that runs through your mind. Your thoughts cannot escape. Embrace the thought and let the nerve of your nervous system understand that I'm here for you. But seeing as I haven't found you yet, I guess I'll be spending this one night alone until I can share my dreams with you in reality. Looks like my thoughts are the ones unfinished. Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, man.
What?
That was fucking sick. That was hard.
It sounds like you dropped
deeper levels.
Do you know what? It was almost as good as Jedi's one, but it was still great. I'm playing.
Take it.
You like that one, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. Hey, Kemo Ben Israel was like, yo, turn him off. Like, bare man's girl, I look on them funny. I know. You just gotta bring him on for one poem and get him off. You get me? Get him off, man. You know what we do? We send the ladies to the bar, tell them to go get a drink, and then let him jump on so that they can't hear him. Boy, he's teeth in gal. He's teeth in gal. Yeah, he's teeth in gal, man. It's not even safe.
He's teeth in gal, never.
No,
yeah.
But look, welcome to the Trilluminati, where that doesn't go on round here. You can really be yourself.
I've actually got an erotic poem. I'm not going to reveal it just yet, but yeah, I like that one. It was
Well, it's about you in your mirror. We heard it already, man. It's about you in your mirror, man.
But this one's very different. This one's not even erotic or not, and this one's more like uplifting. Yeah, this one's. I'm not even gonna try to incriminate no one, but this one's more uplifting, right? So this one's called "Who Wants Some Bread," and I actually created this poem based off of a conversation I had with someone who said that they wanted to make bread, but they didn't know how.
I swear, the more I look at you, you look like RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Stop lying, please. Stop it.
Serious, you look like RZA, man.
You look like my friend Richard when he was younger. That's for me.
It's the hair, man. It's the hair. But yeah, let me get into this one. This one's called "Who Wants Some Bread." I'm gonna take you on a culinary tale where bread can be seen as bread. But in this bakery, we don't weigh ingredients. We only have economies to scale. That street corner hustler, chef inherited rustler, cooking dough potentially could inspire a different type of customer. It was surely hard, though, to only be seen in one perspective. There's no retrospective. I had to reevaluate my options because, like a personality disorder, I was split, only seen in slices. They can't imagine my life in different colors, so they're quick to portray me in brown or white. Rather see me straight-jacketed in plastic. There's no room to breathe, so if I go green, I'm immediately discarded amongst the social classes. A waste man for the waste bin. I've been stamped and dated, and the only way to prolong this business is to freeze my assets, bag them up, and ready the production when it's just in time. Bun that. The streets are nothing but hot stone ovens. We ready to bake? Are you ready to eat? I've learnt my trade. I've fucked up my ingredients time and time again. My scales are so weighed down to the point that all I know is pounds is my unit of measure. Mentally, I can never let the foe catch up with me. I've made to feel redundancy by my inner self. The cause was external. My mind bageled at the thought of, wait. I'm not going to sit here and pitter myself. I'm no longer seeing myself as mundane plain. I am the self-raising agent. Bye-bye carbonate of soda. I bake past the fact that you still see the street boy. Those preheated stairs won't have me turning 180 degrees. I'm not going back to that sourdough. I want that sweet one. Positively extract the negatives till my carbolic has me fist bumping hydraulic. I'm gluten-free, huh? You would have said I was a street corner hustler. I would have said I was a street corner entrepreneur. Same taste, but the thing is different. So let that pretzel twist in your mind for a while. And I realize I'm a late bloomer. I mean, I've always needed dough, but never understood the legalities of making bread. Do you know how many times I've stood in that kitchen, looking at these utensils ready to fry my dumpling? Mine drained of flavor like rye bread. Subconscious thinking never transitioned into conscious planning. The mixing bowl never held the dream properly. It was a colander. So the business strategy was holy. Like collection plates passed around to shallow pockets, those offered ingredients only suitable for flatbread. But funny enough, none of my people even thought I could make bread. So I upped the heat. I may look charred on the outside, but the inside is wholesome. I developed my life like a business. So my belly and my bread will always roll. So when the man them scream, "Chee, butter," life's game is all I'm thinking. Baking bread after bread after bread after bread after bread. That's life's ambition. No need to have the biscuit on the side. We chefing bread like a main course meal. Soda, bread, business has expanded my mind to the reaches of entrepreneurship. Serving my life on a baking tray. I'm non-stick. No grease needed. The fallbacks and pitfalls of my empire won't have my emotions seeded. It takes time and patience to butter one's bread. It will come. Dust my shoulders off. I may have to Allen sugar the top for effect, but like I said, my day will come. Because I'm bulky enough to develop a strong work rate, a strong backing that came in a force like croutons. Like me, they have been refried and redeveloped. They are my day one partners from the time we pump a nickel into the business, and now we can make a toast to success. And how successful it is to know that life's plan and business plans can intertwine. I'm West London born, but I'm South London bred. I have never let the streets nor society breaded me into the casing of their bullshit. I am not a product of my environment. My product, like my personality, is served warm and wholesome. I won't leave an unthinkable trace behind your taste. We don't make garlic bread. I simply took the street inspiration and made it legitimate because the streets is nothing but a fictitious Disney fairy tale that has you believing in bread being a concept that can only be made in wicked circumstances. I took your motions of making bread and I turned it into making bread. Hence why my bakery has only the freshest and purest of ingredients. We don't cut corners. This corner boy strengthened to become a cornerstone and expanded past these corners. That street life isn't a business. It's a pyramid scheme, making you believe in a dream of a dream of a dream. Ain't that Inception? My bakery is my business that helped me stay out of your business. So when I mind my business, just know that my service always comes with a smile. Let's break bread and eat. Yeah, that's me, man.
Okay, now
I've got a response to that.
These vibes keep wicked away. Alaya Getty, come on, man. Anyone else got any more? These are so serious.
Yeah, I want to say something real quick. No, I really want to say something real quick. I really want to respond to that. You think this guy's square and he doesn't know about that, but he just broke it down. It was plain. He broke it. The flour, the water. That could be your daughter. That's our community. Someone's poisoning. He's broke it. Explained it all. That's your, and that's someone's fault. I know I'm pausing on the boards, but there's not much really left to say. This guy just leveled it today.
Nah, thank you, man. Do you know what it is like the glamour in the street life, like the glamour that they portray in the street life is obviously not like a real thing, innit? But like if you really deep it, right, and if you really look between the road signs, like a lot of the skills that these kids are using within that road sign is the same skills that people use in business. Like it's not, the only difference is one's legit and one's not legit. But a lot of these kids, right, if you actually gave them a chance and put them into a business and said, listen, make me money the way you make money on the road, right, they can have a business that will be incredible. They just haven't been given the mind frame or even the opportunity to be like, no, let's change the narrative. And that's where that piece came from. That was actually a piece that I created just through having a conversation with a student that I was mentoring like last year before last, like 2019. And yeah, man, just you know, obviously bread being money, decided to relate it to bread as a bakery, and then that's where that piece came from, man.
That's all big, man. It's all big, brother. It's all big. I rate that, man. You know, that's the best one I heard so far. Yeah,
can someone go after? Because I don't want to go after that. I guess ready?
I've got some music that I want to drop.
Come on, sister. Get it done. Get it done.
I play a tune and you play a tune. Let's go.
Oh, 1 second. Let me do my poetry then, so we get poetry out of the way.
All right.
I was gonna do some rapping or something.
Do the poem. I want to hear you. I want to hear. I want to hear your congestion.
Okay, my congestion poem. Okay.
Let's
go. It's called, this one here is called Congested. I wrote it about 4:15. Okay, cool.
Blow your nose into a tissue.
All right, Jedionline.
All right,
okay.
Sorry.
I'm congested. The light is green, but oxygen can't move. I'm well rested. Breakfast and dinner, but it's not the food. I've ingested advice and prescriptions from the educated crew. I protested. Clean blood, clean mind, but the contents are not crude. I'm infested. Allergens and mucus invade my nasal tube. I've been tested, cut open and broken, and there's nothing they can do. So what's suggested is you mind your business and start asking why I sound so congested.
I'm going after that. Hold up.
Did they really cut you open to try and sort it?
Yeah, they did. And operations, 2 operations. There's nothing they could do, for real.
But that was good. You just have to live with it. That was a good one. 15 minutes, 10-minute poem.
Yeah, you just read it. That was amazing, man. Well done. I enjoyed that. You're definitely talented with words, though. I think if you wanted to do proper poetry, like, not say that weren't proper, but if you wanted to take it seriously, I should say, then yeah, you definitely got away with words. Big up, man.
Do you know what, Shani? There's a few platforms that I perform on. I think you should really like perform on them. I think they'd love your work, you know.
I was only about my nose.
No, but it don't matter though. It don't matter. Like, there was one girl. This was a while back.
She had like 10 words.
She had a poem where she just said that she likes people's noses, and like it hit. Do you know what I mean? Like words is words. You know what I'm saying? I reckon they'll like it.
All right, can I go next? Can I go next?
That's
right, my poem is more of a freestyle.
No, you know what, Schiffer? You don't want to hear it, Schiffer.
Why?
Because like, why are you doing it? If you don't have a poem, why are you just doing a poem? Now you're gonna spit some lyrics, Schiffer.
No, Schiffer, we don't want to hear it. What? Hey, listen, we don't want to hear it.
That's only 2 of you, man. There's other viewers and other people.
Yeah, because we know you. They don't know you. So they're going to be like, oh, yeah, Schiffer, that's it. We don't know you. We don't want to hear.
No, I think I'll be good. I honestly think I'll be good. If you think I'm shit, then at least I'll know, innit? I'll try something different the next time. Should I go then, yeah?
Do your thing, bro.
Stick to rapping. Don't try poetry. Right. Leave it to the real artist.
All right, this is my poem, yeah? I'm not going to name it. In fact, I will name it. It's called I Will Beat That Up. I will beat that up. Bend you over and squeeze that butt. I'm not the type of guy to buy you dinner, rub your feet to sweet that up, but I will beach that truck, seize that luck, strip you down naked, lay you down and get that fuck. I will break the walls down till the neighbors come round knocking doors down. Then turn you back round till you're screaming in the background, letting chat now about how I beat that up. Oh shit! I'm on this.
Yo, Schiffer, we get it. Fuck, your neighbour's banging down the door.
It's erotic poetry. Leave me alone. It's Erotic poetry.
No. That was actually like creativity. I'm not coming at you. No, look. And at one time, truthfully, it was longer than what I did. So, like, yeah, your neighbours are definitely going to be banging on their walls. Why have I got to be like this? No, Schiffer, I'm sorry. I'm really like that was. Really so,
at one time, I thought you were talking about domestic abuse. Ooh. You're wrong.
Ooh. Oh, you had to throw that sly one in there. Fair enough.
No, can I be honest? Can I be honest? Like it was actually pretty good. Like it was actually pretty good. I reckon you could even extend it further. I reckon you could like you could like add more to it. Like I actually think it was quite good.
It was freestyle though, so like obviously next time it will be in the making. You see it?
Yeah, but that don't matter. You could just watch this back and just write it down.
I see you. That's a good idea, actually. I like this guy. I like this young chap. That's RS. Big up RS, man. RS is a real chap.
Safe,
man. I told you I'd be good.
No, I reckon it's good, man. I reckon it's good. There's one guy that I know. He's got a platform called Poets Playground, and he's got 2 segments. He's got Play Clean and Play Dirty. Ooh. So like, Play Dirty is just like pure erotic poetry, and like some of the stuff you hear is just like, damn, like wow, we're going like that. And then like Play Clean is just like, you know, just kind of what we just dropped, just like whatever kind of poems you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever get the confidence to just go and just say, yo, let me just drop a little right thing, then I'll definitely like if you just add me on the Instagram and at poet_RS, and I'll definitely like.
All right, yeah, I'll do that definitely. Still, I want to hear this. I want to hear this verses now with Elza Rose and Chilluminati, because they said they're gonna go back to back playing tunes. So wagwan for you, man. Wagwan. I want to hear some of these tunes now.
What?
I thought we was doing the verses.
I heard that too.
Right, bro, can I just say, I said I wanted to drop something, then he coming with the back to
back. I know. He tried to.
He's trying it, innit, bro?
Hey, look, Jed's always shows face. Jed is not going to let you down. If you break off a piece, I can't speak for Jedi, but I think it's going to be cool.
All right. Should I go first then? No, I'm playing. Now, Jeds, where you at, man? I thought we was gonna play you was gonna play a song. Both of you was gonna play a track for us. We'd like to hear.
That's what me and Amanda heard. We was waiting for the back to back.
Yo, family. Yeah. Wagwan.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear these tracks. We're waiting to hear these tracks because Elza Rose said she's gonna play a track, and you said you got a track. I did just try to turn it into verses, but I do get that it was only a playing a track thing.
No.
I don't know if you want me to drop another one. You know what I mean?
Fred. All right. Fred. Why we're getting them ready? Why they getting ready?
This one's called Housework.
Are you steady? Are you ready?
I just writ it about 5 seconds ago.
Bro, that was cool.
I don't want to hoover. I just want to maneuver.
Jeez.
I don't want to do the dishes like Aladdin. I want my 3 wishes. Sometimes I don't want to look after my daughter, but I know I ought to.
That's right.
Housework.
Preach.
Housework.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Nah, Freddie. Brilliant.
That's right. That's right.
Who had the ad-libs in the back? Just like
that was me still.
That's what.
All right.
There you go. We can get everything. I'll be good.
Check if everybody. That one came from a special place in my heart. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
That's what I mean. Check if okay.
Do you remember the first time I showed you? That was from
Mills.
Yeah.
Well, Mills.
We got family.
Are you leaving now?
Something like that.
Okay, it sounded that way still. Big up yourself though, brother, man.
Was that like a low dig?
No, I'm just saying because obviously we can hear your voice in it now. I knew it was Mills, so I thought, let me say.
Sorry, I keep forgetting to hit the mute button. Yeah, what are we doing now? I found another poem. What are we doing now?
Yeah,
we're gonna play some
the back-to-back thing. Maybe.
Elsa Rose said she's got a tune she wants to play, so we'd like.
Nah,
to
man, I'm reading this poem, man.
All right, go on, read the poem. Go on. Let's hear it.
Right, it's another one about sex. Right about sex.
Ooh.
Sex is that hug that turned into that kiss that caused you to go momentarily limp in my arms. Sex is the tongue flicky thing we do while squeezing our bodies, subtracting the space between us. Sex is the groan of pleasure you make in my mouth as I grasp at every sexually electric inch of your body with my free hand. Sex is letting go of the stress of the day. Sex is fiddling with my belt buckle while I'm trying to access your right nipple with my left hand. Sex is one-handed bra strap undoing. Sex is kissing so passionately our teeth clash. Sex is heavy breathing. Sex is the teamwork. Sex is the teamwork of us both trying to remove your tight jeans. Sex is the moment we're both naked. Sex is the fire in my eyes, the vulnerability in yours, the instinctive nature of our behavior. Sex is your painfully slow descent from my neck to my chest to my navel. Wet lips, warm mouth, curious tongue. Sex is breathing through your nose. Sex is me holding that silky hair out of the way. Sex is eye contact as we both do our best porn star impressions. Sex is the feeling of 69 dirty butterflies rioting in your stomach as I blow on your clit. Sex is the way our eyes roll back, legs raised and parted. Sex is taboo. Sex is spit, sweat, and love juice. Sex is kissing me deeper than ever, trying to taste yourself as I enter you. Back scratching, hip swiveling, titty sucking, dirty talking, bum cheek separating. That's what sex is. A steady marathon, a sticky quickie, public, private, a finger on the dance floor, a fondle on the back seat. That's what sex is. Unremorsefully recalling the events of the night before as she waits in line for the morning after pill. That's what sex is. The pimp counting money while he's trying not to notice the smell of punter number 12. That's what sex is. Sex is a text. We need to talk. Sex is your whole world crumbling. Sex is abuse. Sex is a weapon. Sex is God. Praised, feared, everywhere. Creating and destroying lives. Sex is the devil. Sex is going from lust to love and then back to lust. That's what sex is.
I think that was the best one. That was your best one yet. So,
my best one. Shut up, man. Shut up, you just got simple ears, man.
I know you was young when you wrote that, Jeff.
I'm not gonna lie, he come like, instead of a man to say, I like the poem, you just want to tell me what was the best one. So that means another one goes down in depreciation. You look, come better.
In other words,
No, I like that.
No.
You know, you was looking at things from a different angle. I like that because, like, for me, yeah, like when I listen to like erotic poetry, like a lot of erotic poetry is just coming from like one same thing. Like you literally just want to smash.
You just want to smash,
right? But like you was looking at it from like, or like the wordplay was just from a different angle. Do you know what I mean? And I respect that. I rate that. Come
on, my poet brethren, you know, I got poet friends now. Yeah,
I know what the thing is that, trust me, I know you got more I know you got more about sex in the bag.
Aye, Chillo G said he got a stiffy. Nah, let me just say, but that was not the intention.
Oh, you man, I'm out, man. I can't take part in this.
Wild, man. I got a stiffy.
Is that okay? Is like throughout creative. I don't know what to say.
Nah, man said it sounded like I wrote that during COVID. Shut up, Kebo. I wrote that like, that's another one, 2012. That's a lot of years ago, you know. Instagram Pro. I can't even believe I had Instagram.
That's a decade, you know. You nearly got a decade on that.
Yes, I'm reading off Instagram, so that's what I'm
at.
Right. Anyway, man, thank you so much for the feedback and that. I just found it, so I thought I'd throw it to you.
I've got a Scottish one.
I leave it.
She said, "Leave it." I've got Scottish one. Leave it. All right,
yeah, leave it. I fucking love.
Are you ready? You got some music for us, Elsa? Yeah, I'll play something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad impression of Scottish.
Let me play this. It's like it's a tune that I made yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday with Chevelle. I've just been enjoying it, listening to it. It's obviously not like official or nothing, but yeah, hear this.
Gotta get that, yeah. There's a phone there, but wait. Gotta get that.
I turn my mind up so I can shell it. Hey.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
I am O-N-E-Y. So I took risks that could get me life. Graveyard shifts at the dead of night. Skipping on the pigs, running through red lights. And I ain't stopping for no one. Pushing this whip like it's stolen. So tired, my eyelids swollen. Dark past, but my future looks golden. I know I'm chosen, my block's like an oven. Through my window I see ops, opportunities and omens. The gladiator rebelling against the Romans. In the Colosseum, freedom hunted by the Europeans. They put my ancestors' artifacts in museums and tell us can't diem. Hustle is my forte all day, chasing paper rectangles with a lizard's portrait. For what the law says, rather put a shell in a pork face than catch a court case. I hope it's never me against you, and that's for your sake. That'll be like a great versus 4-8, straight losses. I only hang with straight bosses, and we're here for the dosh, and we ain't come here to floss. Get that M-O-N-E-Y. So I took risks that could get me life. Graveyard shifts at the dead of night. Skipping on the pigs, running through red lights. I ain't stopping for no one. Pushing this whip like it's stolen. So tired, my eyelids are swollen. Dark past, but my future looks golden. I know I'm chosen.
Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that juice. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Yeah, that was wavy still. I like the old school vibes on that.
Thank you.
That was fucking hard, bro. Yes.
Constructive criticism. I can't do any better. Yeah. So, yeah.
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, like you had a whole Outcast vibe going on there.
Yeah.
Morris Brown, Outcast Morris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Stevie Brown vibe going on there.
Yeah, what's his name? CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green. Yeah, CeeLo Green. Yeah, man. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? The two voices as well, they complement each other still, because every time that girl jumps on something and you come in after, it's like a good vibe as well.
Some nice vibes.
Can we just break it down for people like me that it's really difficult to even do 10 seconds, let alone like 60 seconds. So like everyone listening, bear that in mind. If you just bear that in mind. If you just bear that in mind. This is not like, yeah, you're gonna listen to it and you're gonna interpret a certain type of way, but I double dare you. Just do 10 seconds. You can't.
Yeah, good vibe to that. I really liked it. It was good, man. I like that. It was good. Reminded me of my Big Brother days. I'm just joking, Jedi. I need to get you back for something. Yep. But it was good.
Let me just try and explain that. What I'm trying to say is, in my head, it sounds really good, Shani. In my head, it sounds really good. In my head, I think I'm going to do this, do that. And then when it actually comes to it, I literally freeze after 10 seconds. So I'm just saying to anyone, don't just take that into the equation. That try and do that.
We heard you, mate.
Just try and do 10 seconds.
Ain't the bird next to you? Ain't the bird next to your facts?
And yeah,
it's the bird next to
you
you.
got there first. Yeah, like your love life.
It's the bird next to you. Give her a hug, mate. Give her a hug. Give her a hug.
Yo, big up everyone. Big up everyone.
You're on mute, Elsa. You're on mute now.
Can I do it live, or do I have to show you a recording?
Get a live rendition.
Live
rendition.
So let me know if you can hear the instrumental. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is like sort of like I went for like an Erykah Badu vibe on this sort of thing. I don't know, like I felt the instrumental. It's like a new style. I haven't tried anything like this, so just
come on, Elsa. Let's do it.
Look, see, I don't believe in fairy tales or make believe, but I'm always in a daydream, wanna change my reality. Got my head in the clouds, on cloud 9, captivate the galaxy, critically acclaimed strategies, evolve from fantasies. Held down with gravity, I write bars casually. Super Mario, Warner Bros, I warned a bro. Told a friend to tell a friend, TripAdvisor recommend. Always extend your energies. My mind's a synagogue of memories, victories with remedies surrounded by the entities. Melodies a recipe, writing is my therapy. Chemistry, chemically, transform, transcend, fighting elements, literally, transform, transcend. I'm in my element, my words resonate when I meditate. I am me, I'm never gonna change. And I've been rubbing the crystals with sage, regenerate. I am my own trend. So I told a friend to tell a friend, TripAdvisor recommend. Chemistry, chemically, transform, transcend, fighting elements, literally, transform, transcend. I'm in my element, my words resonate when I meditate. You see, I'm working on my energies. My aura's electric, eccentric perspective. We're all connected, a conscious collective on a timeline. My actions reflected, aligning is addictive to my chakras. I'm committed. Can my life be predicted by the stars and signs? Degree angles in the sky, third eye amplify. I like to fantasize about the spirits. Now fuck the genocide. You see the media, they hide in the disguise. Fuck the free world, man, I'd rather be in paradise. But I live in dirty Babylon, I'm traumatized. Man, I'd rather be in paradise. I had to be high to fortify my soul, so my strength certified. But we live in a crystal ball life where they glorify the fake and they scrutinize the woke, tantalize with our minds. Brainwashing, greenwashing, they're not stopping. Illusions, confusion, perceptions crossing. What's the truth? Will we ever know? My senses in overload when I puff smoke. My senses in overload when I puff smoke. So I pass the Dutchie to the left. Inhale, digest, I'm gonna invest in the oppressed to help undo their souls of rest. We're overworked and we're over obsessed. Man, we need to reconnect to our origin. Originally evolving, indulging endorphins. My mind's been morphing. Is it someone else's reality I'm caught up in? Chemistry, chemically, transform, transcend, fighting elements, literally, transform, transcend. I'm in my element, my words resonate when I meditate. I am me, you see I'm never gonna change. And I've been rubbing crystals with sage, regenerate. I am my own trend. So I told a friend to go and tell a friend, TripAdvisor recommend. Trying to elevate evolution, primate, black and white checkmate, radar, locate, poundland, cheapskate. Horoscope, roll a dice, but I still forgive my fate. When the rich and the poor, but excluded state. Fight for the top for exclusive name. Brainwash souls got me feeling like a cage. Had to keep my soul with a special safe. Every day, man, it feels like the same. Every day, man, it feels like the same. But I'm in quarantine, not Groundhog Day. Divine entities are entering my brain. Creative flares, always spark my flames. Chemistry, chemically, Transform, transcend, fighting element, literally. Transform, transcend. I'm in my element, my words resonate when I meditate. Every day I elevate, cause I am me, I'm never gonna change. And I've been rubbing crystals with sage, regenerate. I am my own trend. So I told a friend to tell a friend.
Friend.
I came on just to say, yeah, Poetically press the like button. It's Motivational Monday.
Come on.
And you've gone too far with them 2 tunes. You've gone too far. You've gone too far.
Big boy bars. Big boy bars, you know. If cannabis and Michelle Fowler had a child, wow, that's really straight.
Or just smash the like button like it Boris Johnson's nose.
That was on them same vibes that Ice Cube today was a good day, man. That was on them same vibes, man.
We're on a higher level. We're going to a higher level where no one's miserable.
Yeah, I think there were big woman bars, actually. Let's say big woman bars, innit? Big woman bars.
Big woman bars. Big woman.
That's different to the stuff you put out before, you know.
Pardon?
Different to the stuff that I've heard from you before as well.
Yeah, I think like I'm trying a new style, like slowing down and actually like really emphasizing on the words and like I don't know, trying to. The whole idea is that I want people to think when I speak. Do you know what I mean? Like I want people to listen to it, but also vibe to it. So I'm just trying out new waves and styles, really.
Definitely, I was loving.
That was incredible. Have you got another song? I play some. You got one more?
I just wanted to big you up. I love the way you slowed it down and then you sped it up.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I like the way you slow it down, and you got a certain tone in your voice when you slow it down. It's like, yo, you literally got me like zoned in.
Yeah, come on.
I said that
the
more tears. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, that's definitely. Someone else said it earlier as well, man. They really enjoy when they can, like, you know, when you just like, you know what it was? It was your poetry. A man was saying, I'd like her just to take a breath, to take a more of a beat and just.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, amazing, man, and I was very soulful. And you know me, I'm a sucker for 2 tempos in a verse or on a tune. I'm a sucker for that. You get me? Since she starts speeding up, I'm like, yo, yeah, this is vibesy. Yeah. It's vibesy. I like that a lot. Yo, get in your bed. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's just cool when someone can switch up the flow in mid-song and that and keep it going.
That's see, everyone's saying that, man. Man, this is great, man. All we need to do is now get Getty on here.
Getty, man, and Shelly Chevy, bro. Then it's game over. It's a game over, bro. Take it to a higher level where no one's miserable. Come on.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, I was gonna play a tune, but I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna
Jedi.
You know, I gotta shoot off, man. I got work in a little bit.
So, you want to do some job? Oh, good. Are you better than us now? Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're looking to pay my bills, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work is good, man. Job's good.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Destiny's Child. Hell no.
No, but real talk though, man. Blessings for having me on here, man.
Hey, listen, it was amazing, RS. Just one more time, run them through the socials. Even though, run them through
man, definitely. So you can catch me on Instagram at poet_RS. I've got a lot of content out there at the moment. I'm going to be interviewed on Thursday for Total Exposure UK. This is my second interview. They're bringing me back for the 1 year. So you're going to see me on there on Thursday. All the details will be on my social anyway, on my story and everything else. And man, just trying to catch up. I'm just trying to make it in terms of my poetry, but furthermore, I'm trying to inspire people to tell their truths and open up their hearts as well.
Right.
So change the narrative. So yeah, catch me, Rohan Samuel. That's my government name. Poet_RS. That's my Instagram name. And just blessings. Thank you for having me and letting me drop.
Before you go, can you message me and try and ensure to stay in contact? Because I'd love to throw a poetry night.
I'm down.
You know what I mean?